Testing one, two, three. Hi, good night, everyone. My name is Wayne Roberts, and I'm here. Carifin Games 2026. It's all about fun, fitness, and friendship. In my introduction tonight, I want to say that we have had a great start for Carifin Games 2026. Torch Run was epic in terms of the number of people turn out, the vibe, the spirit. And we had a very enjoyable time. It's a sea of colors as we came down the streets of Port of Spain, as we did about a 10K in Port of Spain. And I want to say thank you to the volunteers, first of all, who support this event, who was part of it, who ensured its success. I want to say thank you to the institutions that took part. We had 11 institutions on board, and they all came out, helped to carry the torch along its way, and make the launch of Carifin Games 2025 really spectacular. Knowing that we are celebrating 35 years, the longest serving wellness, fitness, corporate event. So I just want to bring you up to speed as to what took place. This is 2026. It's 35 years we've been doing this. That is relying on that friendly rivalry, relying on that team spirit, relying on that, each one helping each other, supporting each other as we go along the way. Our main goals for Carifin is actually to promote health and fitness within the financial services sector. We sit to work, we live a sedentary lifestyle because we sit into work. We are bench warriors, desk warriors, as they call it, and when we transmute to work, we sit again. So it's all about encouraging people to take personal responsibility for their health and fitness, to move a little more, to be more practical, to be more intentional about their movement, right? Because when you get in a rut, when the stress, when that time where you feel overwhelmed, there's no remembering that you have these amount of steps to make, or you have to take care of yourself. And that's what coming together, that's what challenging each other to improve, to make a name for themselves, to show up. That's what Carifin Games actually does. That's the purpose it serves. So we're talking 2026, we're talking fun, fitness, and friendship. The theme for 2026 is evolve, excel. Yes, let me make. Yes. Hmm. The theme for 2026 is evolve, excel, and empower. All right. That's our mantra for 2026 as we launched, as we started Carifin Games 2026. So, what's different this year? This year, we started off 2026 actually, we had 7 teams on board. 2024, we had 8 teams on board. But in 2026, we had 11 teams on board. Okay? You had teams coming back who were once there. And Exim Bank was a new team on board. Right? So we want to say thanks to all the new teams that came on board, which means that it was a bigger event, more teams, a bigger event, and we start off April 11th with the torch relay. Going to the 15th, the next Wednesday, we kicked off with the one lap Savannah. All right. Let's see what I have here for you. Okay. So as we kicked off things, we had over 1,500 people participating in this event. Just what the start look like.
5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Runners only. Runners only. Walkers, your time coming. Seconds for the walkers. 15. 10. Hold on. All right, let me hold. Some more walkers coming. Some more walkers coming. All the runners, all the supposed to bust out long time, you know.
Okay, so you can sketch the level of excitement that took place for the one lap Savannah. A sea of colors, 11 institutions, a variety of shirts, and people meeting people, some for the first time, some they may have spoken to on the telephone, but face to face, they are interacting. Okay, so that was the start. And it was very exciting. There was a sea of people non-stop around the Savannah. We want to say thank you to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for supporting us, keeping us safe. We want to say thanks to the motorists that, realize that we have to share the same space at a time, and the other people who came out and utilized the space around the savannah, they too got through with what they had to do. This is the first set of finishers. Oh, oh, all right. Hmm. All right. This one also. All right. Let's see this one. This one also. Okay. One of the things about the torch relay, there was a big clash, a big rivalry, a big contest between Curtis Cox, the 20, he's a 4-time winner of Carifin cross country. We consider these guys legends, and he came against the unbeaten champion of 2025, Anton Robinson. And it was a battle from the beginning. Though Curtis got stuck in the beginning with the crowd, he was able to come out of that. And though Anton was able to put some space between them, some daylight, at halftime, he was about 100 meters or more in front of him. No, 400 meters, sorry. And by the time they come around to come back to the start, it was less than 100 meters. And Curtis was able to pull back, as it were, Anton for one of the classic comebacks, as they say, in running in Carifin to win on his return to Carifin Games 2026. So you want to salute these guys as they really made the evening racing and Carifin Games 2026 pretty spectacular. All right. So thanks to them that we had such fun at the Savannah. I'm looking for that interview. I lined it up, but it definitely got away from me. So I'm trying to see if I can, hear what these guys had to say about their journey, their race against each other. All right. I will go with Curtis first. So let me see if I can pull up Curtis here. Nope. Let's see Curtis. All right. Let me see if I can pull Antoine here. Anton, sorry. Hmm. Last time.
Thank you. First Citizens Bank. For this race, it was definitely putting in the mileage, putting in the time, and discipline. Who pushed me in the hardest is my legend, actually, Curtis Cox. I grew up watching him run, and being able to rival him today, that in itself was a victory. I've been with Carifin actually since 2007 as an intern. I started off in Clico I ran for Clico in 2007, then Guardian, and now for First Citizens for the last 3 years. I say just come out, show up, and get it done. The legacy is the tagline: fun, friends, friendship. Thank you.
Y'all stop watching me. And I'm representing Sajiko. Yeah. That I'm thankful the race didn't start earlier because the sun was really hot, but I'm very happy and I'm very happy that my training is paying off and that, I can represent my company well. My training comprises of a long run, like 10K or more intervals, which would be like 400 meters or 800 meters, and tempo runs, which is like 7 kilometers at like a little below 5K pace every week. Yeah. Just to push, my boyfriend was pacing me, so I was just trying to push and do it at the fastest time that I possibly can. Okay, so well, exercise is really important. So I would just encourage everyone to come out and move their bodies, even if it's just to walk, run, jog, walk with a pet, walk with a friend. Just come out and have fun. That's most important. Yeah.
Okay, you heard it from Nafika Punta, the reigning female runner in Carifin for 2026. Okay, tomorrow is a big day for us, and the one lap Savannah took place around 2.28 miles. We see what can happen. We see Curtis Cox coming back, closing in, pulling in Anton to win. What we have been discussing is actually would Curtis Cox be that dominant on the grass on a shorter course, 1 mile, over Anton, the unbeaten champion for 2025. So I had called Nikosi because we all know Nikosi to have these strong kinds of opinions, and getting his take on it was very interesting. So I said, Nico, what is your take come Wednesday for the 1 mile? And remember, he has one of the fastest times for the mile. So you can understand the perspective here, the context, all right? But actually, when I asked him, it's like he was prepared with an answer for me without even stuttering, without even, um, you know, say, give me a minute here or anything. He just rattled out this, right? Because he's saying Curtis Cox is undisputedly our road running athletic legend in Carifin. No question. Nothing takes away from what he has accomplished. But unless he crossed that finish line on Wednesday, that's last Wednesday, knowing he had easily beaten Anton, I don't think he has the foot speed and the strength to beat Robinson over a shorter distance. I believe he used his vast experience and tactics to defeat Anton over the longer one-lap course last Wednesday. And look, Cox is my boy. I am going to be there when he wins his 5th title. But I don't think he can beat Anton in a shorter race. Okay, guys, that's it for a truly great champion giving his opinion on Carifin 1 mile, which takes place tomorrow, Wednesday, at the Queen's Park, Savannah. So we all had this discussion, we all had this debate going around. Who would win on the grass? Is it a case that Curtis is very dominant on the road and probably the grass suits Anton more? But to catch all that excitement, I'm asking you to come out tomorrow afternoon around 5 p.m. and see for yourself. See what the financial services sector can produce in terms of champions, in terms of people who could stand up on their own in the space of running in Trinidad and Tobago. So, Curtis, Cox, and there could always be maybe an underdog, somebody who have been, training secretly, silently, and and surprise us all. We cannot neglect that factor. It could be real. But tomorrow, please go at 5 p.m. We are definitely going to answer those questions. Who is the better person on grass? Who is the better person on a shorter distance? All right? But this is what Curtis has to say concerning concerns that we have that he may not be able to repeat or accomplish what he did for the 1 lap Savannah. But first of all, let's hear what Anton had to say in all of this. I wish all participants the best. It's about fun, fitness, and friendship. And we can look forward to a very exciting race. That's Anton, classic, the gentleman, right? So it's about 2 champions, 2 responses, 1 measured and respectful, the other direct and defiant. Wednesday at 5 p.m., it will be decided. All right. I just want to read for you to balance the scales, that is, what Curtis had to say. If the pundits expected silence from Cox, they miscalculated. He was reached on Monday afternoon. Cox delivered his response with the quiet certainty of a man who has spent a lifetime answering doubters. Hear what he had to say. You were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. Curtis Cox. He continued, my aim was to win at least one race, which I did. 2, even 3 is better than 1 win. And then the line that echoed across the Savannah, that will echo across the Savannah on Wednesday evening, is this. 1 mile is the test of speed and stamina. I will see who has both on Wednesday. Hey guys, this is me, Wayne Roberts here, and I'm pleased to be your host. I'm just touching a bit on the subject of Carifin Games Green Mile. This takes place tomorrow, Wednesday 22nd. So come out and see what is going to happen when the gun goes off in the running event. Who's your favorite? Curtis or Anton? Do you expect Miss Punta, the 1-lap Savannah winner, to have any competition after separating herself from second place with a 1.44 timing, 1 minute and 44 seconds? I think she answered the question there. Okay, guys, this is the final call to action. Please pay us a visit at the Queen's Park Savannah. That is opposite the Botanic Garden, bounded by the sand track. That area inside there is going to be turned into a little athletic village. A lot of people call Carifin the Olympics of the financial services sector. And we have lived up to that call. And this is your opportunity to see for yourself if Carifin Games is definitely the Olympics of the financial services sector. Guys, I'm out. Wayne Roberts is my name. And it's all about fun, fitness, and friendship. It's all about, 35 years in the business. Pushing one thing, one song. Take personal responsibility for your health and fitness. Move a little more. Okay, guys, ladies, members of the financial services sector, customers of the financial services sector, friends and family, thank you very much for your time.